Here we are, Goal Line Football 20, the media scrum. We have two players, two team owners. Introduce yourselves.
How's it going, guys? My name is Brock Miller, quarterback of the Mud Dogs, number 5.
How's it going? This is Chris Norman, owner and quarterback of the Hellhounds, number 4.
Don't forget, Chris Norman's also the president of Goal Line Football and leaving behind a pretty good legacy. He's brought some teams or seen some teams come into the league under his watch. One of those teams are the Bakersfield Bucks, and he's going to get a chance to play them Sunday, May 4th. He's also going to get a chance to play a returning team, the West Valley Warriors. The Mud Dogs are going to play those exact same teams, so this is a good opportunity for these guys to kind of talk about what they're going to see and what they expect. We'll go ahead and let Chris start off. You're going to play the Bucks and the Warriors. What are you going to see? What do you expect?
You know, the main thing is to see if the Bucks can come out with something new compared to what they brought to the last tournament. I wasn't too impressed. They tried to copy some of the Mud Dog plays, and it didn't work out for them to where they retreated from the wishbone formation because they didn't have the Mud Dog's speed in the backfield to make that actually work for them. Throwing wise, we're not too worried about them throwing on us. As for the Warriors, it depends on who the Warriors bring out on their team. I'm excited to see what players that they have and how that works out for them.
Yeah, no, I can agree. It's going to be an exciting weekend of football. The Bucks, they look strong, but yet lackluster at the same time in their debut. The Warriors, completely unknown. It's a team of mystery players. We're going to find out more about them and what they're going to bring to the table. We've seen the Warriors before in their last 5 games. They hold a 2-3 record, so they do have a history in goal line football. But whenever it comes right down to the Hellhounds, it's an opportunity for the Hellhounds to get back in the playoff picture. Is that going to happen?
Yeah, it's our goal to make it happen. We started off rough and patchy, but I think the guys that we've brought the last tournament are starting to get the hang of everything, and we got a good group of guys come out this tournament coming up. So,
okay. Well, before we ask Brock the same exact question, let's ask him what's going to happen in the Hellhounds Bucks, Hellhounds Warrior doubleheader. What are you expecting to see in that matchup, Brock?
We'll start with the Hellhounds and Warriors. I feel like that's a great kind of matchup on paper-wise. You got from talk and what I've been hearing and whatnot, it's going to be a real challenge. You got like Hellhounds, really continuity, been together for a while, well coached and well put together against a lot of talent and kind of new faces, not really working together as much with the Warriors. So it's going to be a real see if what's more important, talent, chemistry, coaching, skill. It's going to really put a test to goal line football and like what's the main factor in getting a W.
All right. Well, with the Mud Dogs, you got a team that is 17-0 in their last 17 games, and you're going to play the same teams that the Hellhounds are going to face May 4th. Are either one of those teams going to score 20 points against you?
Well, I can go into every tournament saying the goal is no team's going to score any points on us. That's our mentality when we go into each and every game is we're going to try to put goose eggs on the board. We don't want to let anybody score on us. It's a great stat we have about keeping teams under 20. But at the end of the day, what matters is the W, no matter how we get it, as long as we get that W at the end of the game. But we're going to go in with the same mentality, score as many points as possible, and keep our opponents down to 0.
All right. So you have some new guys coming. So we are going to see a little bit of a rebuilt Mud Dogs team. Do you have any concerns going into these games?
Concerns, not too much of the concern part. I feel like in GLF and stuff, we played a lot of the players before. A lot of players that are on the Warriors we played against on other teams, whether that be from the Vibes, 29ers, and then along with the Bucks. A lot of the Bucks players, came from the Mud Dogs. So it's going to be the biggest challenge, going against your brother out there. We once went to battle together. We fought. We got, we got our rings, 2-time champs, and now going to be lining up against them. It's going to be a weird feeling, but this is football. It is what it is. But our goal is still the same. We're still going to go for that third ring.
Still going for the third ring. Still in dynasty mode. So, well, let's ask Chris the exact same question. But let's ask him in a different fashion. Are either one of the teams, the Bucks or the Warriors, going to score 20 points against the Mud Dogs?
The only team I think that might try to put up 20 points or more might be the Bucks, but that all depends on the players that Brock is bringing out, if they can stop Dante. That's the key factor. Dante is the one for any team, even my Hellhounds, that we have trouble stopping. So if the Mud Dogs could stop their old running back, then that will determine how many points the Bucks actually put up on the board.
Well, I mean, that's definitely the case in that situation. If you stop Dante, you have a great chance of winning the game versus really no chance if you don't. I'm going to give you guys a chance to just have an open mic. I'll let you guys decide who goes first. I'll let you guys talk about the state of goal line football, your competition, and kind of the way you plan on ending 2025.
I'm going to feed off of kind of what Chris was saying, that matchup against Dante. Dante is one hell of a running back, and it's going to be exciting. As quarterback, I don't play much defense, but just seeing Rogelio and Dave lining up across from Dante, once blocking for the man, and now you got to try to stop him. It's going to be a matchup definitely worth watching.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. That's going to be primetime YouTube right there.
As for the where we see the end of the season going, what happens during the season doesn't really mean too much, because it all comes down to the playoffs, and you could be the bottom seed and still be in the playoffs in the long run. So Hellhounds always, the last 2 seasons, been I would like to think, one of the top 2 teams for most of it. So I expect to see the Mud Dogs in the championship this year.
No, a great championship that would be. That'd be a repeat of the Mud Dogs' first championship in 2023. And that would be, with the Hellhounds' new team, that would be a brand new battle, and it would definitely be epic. But I'll give you guys both a chance to sign off.
Before we sign off, Chris, got to ask you, who's playing quarterback for you guys? Are we going to rock with you, or you going to let Aruba kind of do some Wildcat stuff this time?
If we're talking about for your game,
well, we ain't playing in this tournament. It'll be the next one.
Exactly. So
I'm just curious what you got for the Bucks and the Warriors. So what kind of excitement I'm going to be seeing?
Oh, you're going to see me run it right down their throat when they try to blitz me. So,
hey, that's goal line football. I like to hear that.
Well, before I sign off, we'll say to the teams that didn't join the chat, looking forward to seeing who you guys bring. Let's keep it clean, and in the long run, let's just remember to have fun and make it entertaining for the fans that are watching us. Other than that, this is Chris Norman, owner of the Hellhounds and president of GLF.
Signing off, this is Brock Miller, quarterback of the Mud Dogs. To the new teams coming on out, welcome to GLF. Hope everybody stays healthy and have some good games this weekend. And welcome to the Mud Dogs Championship run. Here we go.
Here we go. Goal line football, GLF 20, Sunday, May 4th.
There he is, the man, the myth. The one-handed legend.
Thanks, guy.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good, and yourself?
Good. So,
all right, Caleb. I have to hop off with the baby and stuff, but I'll let you and Floyd kind of talk it out, add some stuff to it.
Okay.
All right, later.
All right,
Bye.
later, Brock. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, and yourself?
Chilling. We just really walk through the matchups, ask these guys some questions and stuff. But Brock said you took it a little more personally, that the players took off. So we'll get some sound bites on your emotions toward that, and maybe we'll use that as a little bit of fire going into that fourth game of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, buddy. So we'll go over the matchups with you. You're playing the Warriors and the Bucks. You're going to start off against the unknown Warriors, and then you're going to play the very known Bucks. Why don't you just tell us what we're going to see from the Mud Dogs on that day and what you expect to see from your opponents?
Well, with us, like coming from us, we're just gonna continue to do what we do best and go out there and play football. We know like with this first game, you know, we have a newer team coming in. We kind of got to feel them out, you know. But that doesn't change our perspective of how we're gonna play. We're still gonna come play the same way we played every team all year for the past 2 years, and that's just looking to win. Um, we don't have I wouldn't say we have a game plan for anybody because we don't change up how we play no matter who we play against. Um, you know that they can know our plays, they could not know our plays, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go out there and play football, and they have to stop it. Like we've been saying for the past 2 years, they have to stop it. Once they stop it, we'll try something new. So for the Warriors, I'm looking for a good game, more or less. I hope they bring out some competition so we can have a good long game. But I mean, you know, worst comes to worst, they get their ass beat in 6 innings, and then we get to go on to the next game. You know, it's just business. It's a business transaction. Simple as that. That's how I see it. So hopefully they come out with their A game and they're ready to play. Some guys that are fired up, especially me and a couple of the younger guys. With all the shit that's going on with you know, people leaving to join other teams. We're playing with a chip on our shoulder, definitely.
Whenever you mention that, you're mentioning the Bucks. A couple of players have taken off in the middle of the Mud Dogs chase for a dynasty. You're still looking like the best team in the league. You still look like you have an opportunity to win the third ring. But at the same time, there's a little bit of animosity. Is there anything you want to say about that? That's the main event of our evening. That's the fourth game, Sunday, May 4th. What's on your mind?
Um, there's not very much when it comes to playing the Bucks that, you know, really is triggering me. Like, I'm very upset, you know, that we lost one of our veteran players to that team. But I mean, he sat down, you know, explained why he did it, and all I can do is take it as what he's saying as of it. But I understand what they're doing. They're trying to bring, you know, football to people who don't get to play at the next level to Bakersfield. And with the Mud Dogs being such a solidified team with the same amount of players, same amount of talent, we don't really have much going for rookies coming out to try to play. We're not the type of team to hold tryouts because we kept the same guys. So I understand, you know, the program they're running. And I give props to him. I give props to Adam, Dante. You know, those are two guys I played a lot of football with over the last couple of years. I got playing with them 8-man, and it was an honor playing with them in 5-man. But this one's just different. I mean, it's kind of like a student versus master type of thing. You know, these guys gave me so many different lessons when it came to playing the game of football, and now being able to play against them. Not like in a practice setting, but in a setting where it's like it all matters. It's gonna be different. Like I'm not gonna hold back because of those guys. Or you know, I've known those guys for however long, but I still keep it like close to my heart that they're my friends. But this game for me, for my boy AJ, for Drew, it's just gonna hit different because we in the beginning we took that as like a stab in the back, leaving us like that. We didn't see it as like the opportunity or whatever to bring Bakersfield football. We saw it more as like a fuck you to our face. So we're gonna take that same energy of what it felt like it was given to us, and we're gonna put that on the field. And we're gonna, if I'm being 100% honest, we're gonna go out there and kick some ass. Like like I said, with the Warriors, we have that whole like spill of like, oh, hope it's a good game because they're a newer team. But with the Bucks, I'm coming like we're coming with firing on all cylinders. Like we're not gonna hold back anything, um, and we're gonna stay on the gas the entire time until either we blow them out or you know fight till the last whistle. But we got a new talent and we got some guys that haven't gotten to show their talents this year to the fullest expect or to their fullest aspect, their fullest potential. And so we're coming out to play some football. That's what I can tell you about that.
No, and I believe every time the Mud Dogs come out, they definitely come out to play football. So I'll ask you the same question I asked the others. And again, it could be a question the Bucks could take wrong, the Warriors could take wrong. But nobody really scores over 15 points on you guys right now. That's your points average. Are either of these teams going to score 20 points on the Mud Dogs?
Uh, if I'm being honest, Warriors most likely not. I mean, not to knock them or anything. I don't know their talent, but I know our talent. When it comes to playing the Bucks, like I said, a lot of these guys, a couple of these guys on the team, they fought, you know, fought hard with us in a lot of these games. We practice week in, week out, so they know our weaknesses as we know theirs. So that's gonna be more of our dogfight. Where it's like I know these other teams, they see us the once a month, whatever, and they get the film, but I mean they're obviously not doing shit with the film, so it's not gonna be any great for any, you know. But the a lot of these people on the Bucks who played these guys, who practice with these guys, they know our weaknesses, our strengths. So it's gonna be. I think that game will maybe, you know, they might score 16 points. I don't know, but they'll definitely probably score over 15. But that doesn't change the fact of how we're going to play against them, knowing who they are, them knowing who we are. We're still going to go out there and kick their ass. So,
Hey, honestly, you're 17-0. You're playing for 19-0, and you've definitely given us a great interview here. We'll let you sign us off. We'll let you get the final word of the GLF 20 media scrum.
well, this is me, Caleb Mitchell, number 7, wide receiver for the Mud Dogs. And all I gotta say is that I hope everybody who comes out here to play is ready to play. We can have some, some good games, some good football, get some good clips for the page and everything, and that we all just remember that we're all just playing just to play. A lot of us didn't get that opportunity to play at the next level, so let's just go out there to play football, not try to hurt anybody, and just keep it as simple as that.
Hey, that's a wonderful message, and I hope everyone heard it. Go Live Football, signing off. Who do we have in here now?
Yo, it's Steve.
Hey, it's Steve. How's it going, buddy?
Chilling. How's everyone doing?
Good. In here with Caleb. Pretty much so wrapping up, but we could ask you a few questions if you want to stick around.
Yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit.
All right. So we're in here talking about the matchups, and Steve Zamora has joined us. So let's ask you, you're going to play the Hellhounds, and you're going to play the Mud Dogs. Two teams that are established. The Mud Dogs are 17-0 in their last 17 games. Knowing all of that, what's going to happen? What could we expect from the new Warriors, offensively and defensively?
Offensively, this would be a lot of passing. I can't say that. Defense, just don't throw nothing too high or don't be throwing too much, because I got some high out here now. So
do you want to give us any names, or are we going to keep it all a mystery for Sunday?
I'll give you a couple for some hinters.
Sure.
Let's see. I'm always have my center, so Ricky gonna be out there. I'm about to have Neilani back. I'm about to have Tyler Cobb, and then a new QB, Jesse.
Okay. So you're not going to be playing QB for the Warriors?
For the first couple games, yes, so that way he can get the feel. But if we go up by like 2 touchdowns, then I'll let him get a couple drives in to get a feel of it.
Okay. Sounds like the game plan's already been established. Well, we have one of your opponents here with us, Caleb. Caleb has definitely made his feelings clear on everything, and of course, nobody's going to predict their team is going to lose. But the question is, Steve, are you going to put 20 points up against the Mud Dogs?
That's the plan. The plan is to keep it neck and neck how we always do. And my goal is this time is to not fuck up towards the end. Because that's where it happens a lot, is where I start to fuck up towards the end.
Definitely the Mud Dogs have had several close runs, and it's, every sport comes down to the proverbial fourth quarter, and that's where the Mud Dogs have always been, not always, but in the last 17 games, flawless. And I'm imagining that it's going to be hard to put up 20 points, but they also put up about 35 to 37 points on offense. So to find that formula of offense and defense to beat the Mud Dogs is definitely going to be a tough battle. You're going to play the Hellhounds, a team that you know well personally. You know Chris Norman. You know everything they bring to the table. You know they have the fastest player in goal line football. What's going to happen in that game?
I don't want to say too much, and I don't want to be like cocky or nothing, but the Hellhounds, their competition is just, they need to change their game style up, their game plan. They come with the same thing every time, so they're predictable. It's easy to get ahead of them before they get ahead of themselves,
Yeah, no, that's a fair statement.
So giving the ball to D or to I think his name Jamari.
Yep, Jamari.
Yeah, if they just keep giving the ball to them two, then we just know automatically to stop those two players. And if we stop them, then the game's over with. Yeah,
no, I mean, that's been kind of the formula to defeat the Hellhounds is that right there. So if history repeats itself, that could be a possible victory for the Warriors. Let's ask Caleb real quick, since we have him in the room. What do you expect to see in the Hellhounds Warriors matchup?
Well, Chris likes to give Aruba the ball a lot, but I'm genuinely expecting to see that Aruba's going to probably play quarterback this tournament. Chris will probably go out to our receiver, running back, maybe do the double pitch back, but I'm expecting Aruba to play quarterback. And then for their defense, they have that guy they call him Asian Joe.
Joe Real
Yes,
sir.
That guy's a terror on the defense. I can definitely say that. When I played my first game at QB and we played against him, I was like, oh man, this guy can move. So I mean, they're definitely going to send him every time. That guy's fast, he's strong, and he likes to hit. So if you don't got guys that are going to sit there and lay down a block for you, he's going to get to every time. 10 times out of 10. I mean, I've watched so much film that I can remember every time he hit somebody. I remember when he laid Zan on his ass. I mean, that's someone who just wants to play raw football. So I just genuinely believe that for the Warriors to go out there and beat these Hellhounds, they gotta come and they gotta fire out all cylinders. The Hellhounds aren't the team that have like the fastest guys on their defense. I mean, they have Aruba, don't get me wrong, but Aruba can't play both sides of the field. So if they attack whatever side he's not on, I could definitely see the Warriors pulling out a blowout. And on that defense, I could see if they don't blitz Aruba. I mean, there's no point of letting him run. Give him his 4 seconds. Do they do their pitch back? Then you got to get some pressure on him. But if not trying to knock the guy, but nobody on that team really has the arm to really get the ball where it needs to be. So I mean, if you guys make them pass, you guys win that game 10 times out of 10.
Yeah,
that's an interesting take. So. Yeah, no, I'd love to stay and chat with you guys, but probably we have close to 25 minutes of footage with both interviews because I had Chris and Brock on the other one. So, real quickly, did we give you a chance to sign off, Caleb?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I didn't want to go right into Steve. Give Steve a chance to sign off here real quick, and then we can stay and chat, but then I'll definitely have enough content to put us out on Media Scrum. So, all right, here we go. All right, sitting here with Steve Zamora. We want to give everyone a chance to kind of have an open mic, kind of shout out the state of the league, what you feel is going on, and how you feel 2025 is going to end for you and your team.
It's Steve Zam here. The 2025 season, I feel like it'll end good if we keep things moving and pushing along the right way. I mean, not saying it like that, but I don't got someone in my ear always telling me something and then it ended up being wrong, or just someone in my ear always saying something, and then the league is always doing an amazing job. You guys are always on top of everything. I love the refs. The refs have been doing a great job lately with flag callings and blowing whistles when the play's dead. And yeah, good luck to all the teams.
Yeah, no, good luck to the Warriors. Hope to see you guys drive safe and have good games Sunday, May 4th. Goal Line
Yes,
Football,
sir.
GLF 20.
You guys